Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Keep It Short by physicist from Funan. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or box. We also have turquoise okay, so let's start with this. Turquoise thermometers restrict only even digits. That is, on a turquoise thermometer, the even digits strictly increase from the bulb end, and likewise for odd digits on an orange thermometer. Okay, so that's why this is phrased this way. Yes, turquoise thermometers restrict only even digits. Orange thermometers restrict only odd digits. So on a turquoise thermometer, even digits strictly increase from the bulb end. Likewise for odd digits. Digits of the unrestricted parity can go anywhere and in any order on a thermometer. Also, thermometers are strictly dominated by digits of the restricted parity. For example, a 6-cell orange thermometer must have at least 4 odd digits. So it has to be greater than 50% essentially, which means that's the equivalent of strictly dominated, right? So for a 6-cell orange thermometer, you have to have at least 4 odd digits because that's a restricted parity on the orange thermometer. So let's take this as an example. Since this is 5 in length for this thermometer, there must be 3 odd digits at least because that's greater than 50%, right? If you had 6 cells, you cannot have 3 because that's not greater than 50%. It's exactly 50%, right? And for the even and odd thermometers, or the turquoise and orange thermometers, however you want to call them, you have to have greater than 50% for the restricted parity of the digit. So this could be something, you have to have 3 odd digits here. So you could have something like, I don't know, 8, 3, 7, 6, and 9, right? Actually, you could even have 8, 3, 7, 9, and 8. Because there are no restrictions on the even digits for the orange thermometers. And this works also because the odd digits are continuously increasing from the bulb to the tip. What would not work, though, is something like 3, 7, 6, 8, right? Because you have 3 even digits here. And this has to be strictly the majority, greater than 50% of the digits on the orange thermometers have to be odd, which is the restricted digit. And this only has 2. What you could also not have is something like 3, 7, and 5, because the odd digits here then are not strictly increasing from the bulb to the tip, right? It's decreasing here from 7 to 5. And that's how odd and even thermometers work. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, so for every one of these 2 length thermometers, we know you have to have 2 of the restricted parity. And the reason why we know that is 1 divided by 2 is 50%. And remember, we have to be greater than 50% of the digits are restricted parity. Well, what's greater than 50% on 2? It has to be 2 only. So both of these are odd. These are odd, these are odd, these are odd. So we know all of these are odd. We know, similarly, all of these are even here. Well, you can only have 4 even digits in a column. in any column, right? So the rest of the digits in those columns must be odd. So these are odd. Oops. All of these are odd. All of these are odd. All of these are odd. And all of these are odd. So these are all odd digits. Well, on this 4-length even thermometer, how many digits must be even? Well, if you tried to have 2, that is 50%. But remember, you have to have greater than 50% on an even thermometer. So it has to be then 3 at least. And since this is odd, these 3 digits must be even. We also have 4 even digits in this box and in this box now. So the rest of the digits in those boxes must be odd. So these are odd. These 4 must be odd because there are 2, they are 2-length odd thermometers which require, and these 2 have to be odd. We have 4 even digits in row 3. We have 4 even digits in row 4. We have 4 even digits in row 6. So the rest of the digits must be odd in those rows. So these are all odd. We have 5 odd digits now in row 5. So that means this must be even. We have 5 digits in row 8, which are odd. So the rest of the digits must be even. We have 5 digits in column 2, which are odd, so the rest must be even. So this is even, this is even. We have 5 digits in this box, which are odd, so the rest must be even. So these 2 are even. Same here. We have 5 digits in this box, which are odd, so these 3 must be even. Okay. Where is the 2 in row? Well, what I like to do usually on thermometers is basically usually go from the lowest to the highest possible one, right? From the bulb to the tip. We can do that for the even digits on the turquoise lines and the odd digits on the orange lines. So why don't we do that for now? So this has to be increasing from here to here. So this is at minimum 2. This is at minimum 4 because it must be greater than the 2. So similarly, this is 2 and 4. This is maximally 8. This is minimally 6. Or sorry, maximally 6 because it has to be less than the 8. So this could be 4, 6, or 8. This is 2, 4, or 6. This is 4, 6, or 8. And this is 2, 4, or 6. So that's going to be the same for each of these thermometers. So 468, 468, 468, and these are 246, 246, 246. Well, that means where is the 2 in row 3? Can't be the 468, it has to be the last even digit. So this is 2, which means this can't be 2. Where is, similarly, this is 4, 6, 8 triplet in row 6, which eliminates 4, 6, and 8 from the rest of the row. Therefore, this is 2. This is 4, 6. This must be then 6 or 8 here. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this can't be 4. This is 6 or 8 also here. Where is the 2 remaining in column 2? It has to be here. Where's the 4 in this box here? Can't be here, so it must be one of these 2. We have a 2, 4, 6 triplet in row 4, which eliminates 2, 4, and 6 in the rest of the row. Therefore, this can't be 4, 6. This must be 8, which forces this to be 6 and this to be 4. This can't be 6. This can't be 6. This 6 eliminates that 6, so this is a 4. This can't be 4 because of this 4. These can't be 4 here. We have a 2, 6, 2, 6 pair now in row 7, which eliminates 2 and 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 6, this is 8, which makes this a 6. This can't be 6, this can't be 6. These can't be 4. This is at least 2 because it's even. This is greater than that, so it must be 4. This is greater than that, so it must be 6 at least. This is at most 8. This must be less than that, so this is at most 6. This is at most a 4. So those are the options here. In this box, then, where is the 8? Can't be any of these, so it must be here. So this is 8, which forces this to be 4 here. This 6 can never be larger than this, so this must be 2, which makes that a 6. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 6. This 4 eliminates that 4, so this is 8. This is 4, this is 2, which means this can't be 2, so this is 4. This is then 6. This must be 8 then, and this is a 2 here. This is a 2, 6 pair. This is a 4, 8 pair here. 6 cannot be here. Where is the 6 in this box then? In this box. Can't be here. It must be here. This is 6. This is a 2, 8 pair. This 4 and this 4 eliminates 4 in the rest of these column. These are odd, so this must be a 4 here. This has to be a 2, 8 pair here. And let's do the same thing with the orange thermometers. Let's start with this, actually. This might be easier. This is at least 1. This has to be greater than that, and it's odd. So this is at least 3. This is greater than that, and it's odd. So this is 5 at least, 7, 7 or 9, 5 or 7, 3 or 5, and 1 and 3 here. This is 4, 6, or 8 as possibilities, and this is 4, 6 as possibilities. This is 1 through 7, and this is 3 through 9. Similarly, 3 through 9, 1 through 7, odds, 1 through 7, 1 through 7, 3 through 9, 3 through 9. We have a 1, 3, 5, 7 quadruplet in row 7, which eliminates 1, 3, 5, and 7 from the rest of the row. So this is 9. We also have a 3, 5, 7, 9 quadruplet in row 8, which eliminates 3, 5, 7, and 9 in the rest of the row. So this must be a 1, which means this can't be 1, this can't be 9. This still has to be less than this, so this can't be 7, and this can't be 3 here. We have 1, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 9, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7. This cannot be 1 because of that 1. It has to be 3, 5, or 7. This is 5, 7, or 9, but this can't be 9. So this can't be 7. We have a 3, 5, 7, 9 quadruplet in row 3, which eliminates 3, 5, 7, and 9 from the rest of the row. So this is 1. This can't be 1 anymore, which means this can't be 3. We have a 1, 3, 5, 7 quadruplet in... Also, actually, yeah, these have to be even because we have 5 odd cells in row 2. So this is 2, 4, and 6, but it can't be 2 because of this 2. This is 4, 6, 2, 4, 6 here. Well, this 1, 3, 5, 7 quadruplet in row 2 eliminates 1, 3, 5, and 7 in the rest of the row. This is the only odd digit left, so this must be 9. So this can no longer be 9. This has to be less than that, so it can't be 7. This can no longer be 9, so this has to be less than that, so this can't be 7. Where is the 9 in this box? It cannot be here. It cannot be here. It has to be one of these two cells, which means this cannot be 9. That forces this to be 7, which forces this to be 5, which forces that to be 3, which forces that to be 1. Therefore, the remaining digit in the box now is a 9. This can't be 1 or 5. It has to be 3. This then cannot be 3. This can't be 3. And this can't be 3 or 5, so this is 7. That 7 eliminates 7 in these two cells, whereas the 9 in row 3, it has to be one of these two cells. The remaining digits here are 1 and 9, so those are both valid. This 3 means this can't be 3, so this must be 5, which forces this to be 7. That forces this to be 5. This can't be 5 or 7, so this is 9. So this can't be 9 here. This can't be 5, 7, or 9, so this is 3. This has to be less than 3, and it adds an odd digit, which must be 1. This can't be 3, 5, or 7, 1, so this has to be 7 then. We have 1 and 7 remaining in this box. This can't be 7 because of that 7, so this is 1. This is 7. The remaining digit here in column 1 is a 1. This can't be 1 here. Where is the 1 in row 2? It has to be here. So this is 1, which forces this to be 9. Therefore, that's a 1. We have 5 and 7 remaining in column 5. This can't be 7, though, because of that 7. So this is 5. This is 7. This digit remaining cannot be 1, 5, 7, or 9. So this is 3. This can't be 3 anymore. Therefore, this is 5 or 7. 5 can never be smaller than 5 or 7. So this must be 9. So this is 9, which means this cannot be 9. This 7 means this can't be 7, so this is 5, which makes this a 7. That 5 also makes this a 3, which makes that a 5. This 5 makes this a 3. And the only remaining odd digit in this box now is a 9, so that's 9. These two digits must be 3 and 5. These two remaining digits are 7 and 9. But this 9 eliminates that from being a 9, so this is 7, this is 9. Where is the 1 in this central box? Can't be here, and it can only be here then. So this is 1. This is 3 or 5. We have 3, 5, 7 here, 3, 5, 7 here, but this can't be 7 because of that 7, so the 7 must be here. We need a 9 in column 4. It cannot be here because of this 9, can't be here because of this 9, can't be these two because of the 9s in the rows, so this must be 9, and it must be odd. We have 5 odds now in row 9, which means this is an even. We have 4 evens now in column 6, which means this has to be odd, and therefore 3. This must be then even, because we have 5 odd digits in this box now. This 3 eliminates that 3, so this is a 5, this is a 3, this is a 5, this is the 3, that's a 5. Where is the 2 in column 6? Cannot be here because of this 2, can't be here because of this 2. These are filled in, therefore this must be a 2, which forces this to be 8. That's a 2 then. This has to be a 4-6 pair, because those are the only digits remaining. That 4-6 pair eliminates 4 and 6 from the rest of the box. Therefore, this can't be 4 or 6, which makes that an 8, which makes that a 2. Therefore, that's an 8. This 2 eliminates that 2. So this is 6, which makes that a 2. This 6 eliminates that 6. This is 4. This is 6. This 8 eliminates that 8. So this is 4 and 8, which makes this 6 and 4. Thank you so much for solving, and please don't hesitate to share your thoughts on this puzzle. This is actually a very good introduction to the even and odd thermometers. The restrictions are pretty restrictive, but they're not overly restricted. So there are a lot of puzzles you can do with these types of thermometers. So I think this was actually a very good introduction into this odd and even thermometer restraints. And hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.